Hello everyone and welcome back to Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and where did it put me this time? It actually kept me around where the quest was. Yay. So let's do some more murder investigation. And some more Charles Dickens stuff. Whee! Huzzah! So we got the mystery of the twice-dead professor. Tell the mystery of the professor who once very returned to die in his father. Oh, it's a time change! Yay, time change.
Here's an especially exciting one. Perfect for a penny dreadful.
A famous professor dies twice.
That's once more than usual. Twice as many sales. My name will soon be known across the nation.
Did you murder him? Did you murder him? Are you using this to gain fame? Probably murdered him. You're probably the culprit this time. I mean, suspect. Yeah. Culprit suspect. Anyway, what we got? What we got made? We got a wealthy businessman. And we got a dead body. So, well, first things first. What we got? Watchers evidence of having been in a terrible struggle. There was a deep cut to the forehead that appeared to be surgical. That goes into the skull itself. So it's surgical precision cut to the forehead. Into the skull itself. Well, let's begin the investigation, shall we? So.
It's so very awful. The professor died of an heart attack just days ago. Then tonight, I hear pounding at the door. I open it to find him bleeding and in pain. He tried to say something, then collapsed dead. Again. He kept repeating, Barkesso, Barkesso, over and over.
Barkesso.
What does it mean?
It's unthinkable. Such a great man. We were still in mourning from the burial. He was buried yesterday in the family plot.
Well, that's an investigation zone. Barkesso, eh? Joseph, I do not understand your power to this. And the path he towards me, I'm sure that he would take steps to disrupt our engagement. Please obtain his assurance that no matter if you marry me or no, he will render you your due when the time comes to betroth Virginia. Barkesso. I have clues to go find. The fuck are you? Intricate carved sculpture evident by African origin. There was a small recess where something could have been hidden. That's all you have to say is African. Okay, that doesn't help me. But it does help me at the same time. Oh, we got here. Open women's shiver from within London. It's clearly much too open only by Professor Bean personally.
I should go back and ask about this.
Recently, the Professor has been informed of his attorney. Yeah, being I can certainly amend your word to discourage the marriage of your son with the young lady in question. An annual allowance that will be suspended in the event of such a marriage should serve the purpose. If, as you suspect, she is driven by love of money, such a provision should considerably dampen her adore for your son.
I should return and find out about this.
The same professor in my research trip has been a great success. I've been able to provide personally several of the unusual customs that you come and go to your brilliant book. Again, I am here humbled by your genius.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
What we got here? Oh. Whoa, that's a big ass spider too. So, okay, here's the question. Was the spider in the box or was the spider inside a certain artifact? Yeah, it's exactly the hidden spider inside the thing. There's only one question, though, besides that. Could that be, why is there a cut to the skull, though?
He got that a few days ago. Inside was a statue. I thought it was a marvel, but he told me it was quite common. I don't know who sent it. Spider? Let's get that out of here. Emmett is definitely afraid of spiders.
And that one was fucking huge, too.
My father was an eminent anthropologist and something of an explorer. He made his name by investigating the practices of a small village in the Congo. His colleagues at the university often sent him trinkets from abroad. This is no time to talk about the will. It is true that my father and my fiancée didn't get on, but I'm confident that once he got to know her as a daughter-in-law, they would have become friends.
Okay, so far none of you seem sus. Fuck, he's... how far away are these? Moderately far away. And not enough to warrant using an entire coach to get them, though. Do. So, I'm pretty sure, okay, think about it this way. It might not have been a heart attack. Don't think it was a heart attack. I think it was poisoned by the spider. The question, though, is what type of venom? Are we talking like it was, like, enough venom that made it seem like he was dead? And then he came, you know, back home afterwards, and like, Bakis. And then someone murdered him. The question, though, is who murdered him the second time? You know, he said he dropped dead. I like this handkerchief for red embroidery. How? But we haven't been to the cemetery, so that's a question mark right there. That's spoilers, by the way. Such as nondescript receipt for £7. Huh. £7.
A lovely man, and quite wealthy. I only wish he had lived to bless my alliance with his son.
Huh.
I'm sorry to hear about that. Do you know whether that change was actually made?
Oh, you.
I hoped you wouldn't find that. I'm afraid several of the faculty purchase cadavers for research purposes. It's a fact of university life.
You. I don't know if you're the suspect, but you are sus. There's a spider. We summoned the dead spider. I know it's a rare spider found in Bolivia. Bakis? No, Bolivia does not sound like Bakis. It was a strong tranquilizer. Well, that explains the first step. So, who did this? The problem, though, is I think we're figuring out the first murder, but not the second murder. Unusual on one passage notes venom, produce a state resembling death, and that tribes use the venom during a rite of passage, in which initially boys experience a similar death after 2 or 3 days.
I should return and find out about this.
Well, that's obvious information there. I'll be with you in a second. What's this now, crate?
I should go back and ask about this.
I'll be with you in a moment. Well, nope, there's stuff up there.
An eminent colleague. He wrote prolifically. Probably no one will ever amass the amount of knowledge he acquired.
So which one of you will try to murder?
I'm most vexed about that. A rare specimen of the sort I've been studying for years. It escaped a few days ago, no doubt due to that scatterbrained assistant Virginia.
Thank you for that.
My thesis subject. My South American colleagues tell me that this particular arachnid is only found in the Bolivian Andes. Fascinating subject.
Barkeys? I don't think so.
The anthropological sciences have lost a great mind. He revolutionized the field. It is my fond hope that I may inherit his mantle. I recently traveled to Africa in order to continue studies on the indigenous tribe Professor Bing discovered some time ago.
So you're synth bots, but someone put the thing in there. Perhaps there was nothing on it. Or just Bagasu tribe mask, a jackal. Bagasu, just not something like Barkeys to me, though. The intriguing custom so deeper after an entire chapter is torn from it.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
Well, what's on the shelf? A website like for both the powers, but it says sniffing over them over 5 people being all well thumbed. So someone knows about this stuff. What do you know about this book?
Which one is that? Sorry, difficult to read. I've lost my spectacles somewhere.
Well, okay, that's sus. You didn't give me a straight answer, that's sus. The question, though, is... who? Because you seem fine, you just had the spider. I don't think it's you. The thing is, it's a toss-up between you and him, because, yeah... Anyway, I need to go investigate the cemetery.
Meat juice on your coat.
The still fair clues were missing. And so far, things aren't fully adding up, in my opinion. This is... The Bing family thought the lock is broken, the door is ajar, remains casket is open.
Now that I've heard this, I should ask the others some questions.
What pray tell you? So you're telling me basically someone from that household had her, came here. What pray tell you? Not one code, one pocket contains a code note. Here's the sum agreed upon for last night's transaction. Oh ho! So someone basically dug him up. Quay. Okay, let's think about this, for example. There's someone new about the spider. Shit. It might actually be that dude if they knew about the spider. £7
I should
sterling.
return and find out about this.
It's a gravekeeper. I know it wasn't you, Beswick.
He showed up again. First time that's happened in 35 years of grave digging.
Uh-huh. What do you know
I
about
saw
that?
the son lock the tomb myself. Body snatching? That's an insult. I'd be in the slammer quick as that if I got caught.
About that, buddy.
So I sell a body or two on the side. A man's got to eat, ain't he? I broke the lock and left him on a barrow just behind his tomb. It was dark, couldn't really see. But some fella come by and carted the old professor off.
Some fella.
It's muddy back there.
You didn't
Tonight
say
you still
lady,
see the
but fella.
tracks. It's plain that 7
Clue.
guineas is a lot for a bloke like me. I'm careful with me pennies and save for a rainy day.
Uh-huh. So you are an accomplice. You are clearly an accomplice. Anyway, they did say this trail. Let's follow the trail, everyone. See where it leads. Boop, 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 boop. That is, that's a leaf, me. The problem though is, think about it, I don't really know who it could be exactly. Because I have too many suspects right now. Like Virginia seems like she's in it for the money, so there's potentially that. The professor or the professor upstairs. They could have all, in my opinion, they might all be involved in it. But I can't do that. They seem like they all could be implicit. Anyway, new investigation. There's a small a saw and small hammer. The saw is bloody. Aww. Then Patron will work on the Bangasir tribe and follow ceremonial rituals for sacred masks and chanting. Okay. A warrior and carved mask of a jackal. Uh-huh. Tired chapter from President and the intriguing customs of deepest after the disguised an ancient custom wielded by members of the Bangasu. Tribe ceremony ingested living brains of respected elders in order to obtain the knowledge of that elder. What? Did someone try to eat his brain? Stained it. Fuck. Some power code actually going for perfumed odor. Okay, guys. I'm not entirely sure here. This one's a tricky one. Because if it was after me, I would literally say all three of them. Right? I could say Virginia was after wanted to remove him so that she could get access to the money if they got married. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like she would have murdered him for that either, though. There's one dude that knew about the spider. And knew the spider would probably, you know how the spider works and all that. Right.
Yes, that's mine. I misplaced a similar one, possibly at the funeral. I was so upset.
That's potentially... Well, you don't sound that upset. So here's my problem, though. You knew about the spider, but someone else could put the spider inside that thing. You know about the African cultures and stuff, and you had your glasses over there, too. So I'm gonna have to say it's you. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to make an excuse.
I required his knowledge in order to become the greatest anthropologist in the British Empire, and his beloved tribe of savages provided the method.
So you're gonna eat his brain? Seriously?
That Professor Silas was particularly cunning and gruesome.
I was gonna eat his brain. Okay. This team Professor Bean was a victim of a type of plot, and whoever's calling an neutral acolyte, Professor Silas used a power spider within him. The first mentor in deep coma, he went so far as to attempt to eat Brian's brains in effort to ingest his knowledge. So inspired by the very African tribe, Professor Bean had himself discovered. No doubt Silas's mind was unbalanced, but if he were to pass all on to power just by absorbing his mentor's cerebrum. Rest in peace for the Bean, the power to society more than just pure passing. He was going to eat his brain. Well, that's a thing. Hoo boy. That was a thing. No. Oh, thief.
That does it.
That was an interesting one. I'll give you that. Yeah, but some of these are more interesting than the ones in Unity. It's a shame they gave up on this concept. I mean, it's a good concept, you know, murder investigations. But no, we wanted to go back to, you know, whatever the hell we did in Origins and Odyssey. Anyway, locked in to die. So the potential, oh great, we have a locked room murderer. Yay! Good old locked room murders. They're always interesting. Danganronpa had one of those.
My write-up of that last crime was so ingenious that Perlock Publishing tossed me quite a tidy sum. I believe this next one will do even better.
It's baffling. The room was locked. How did the murderer get in and out?
Maybe maybe the person committed suicide. You can't rule out that option in these cases. You have to think about the how locked room murders work. Whoop! I need to get up to the room though, don't I? Okay, well the room's unlocked, we have a maid, we have 3 people potentially. So, I don't see any foul play so far, but let's investigate, shall we? No sense of struggle, no wounds. I might not be wrong, you know. So obviously it might have been poisoned, but that would require a better autopsy. You gotta be shitting me. Well, what we got here? Evan communicating with a neighboring apartment. Did I get poisoned through the air vent? Notice I've written in my feminine. Just fine, I can't keep abreast of your innumerable affairs. Why haven't you time for? Why haven't you time for another adventure with me? Cast aside your current paramour, which is working class for you, and join me in Florence, won't you?
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
Oh, duh, I just learned that. Window shut, locked from the inside, no sign of a break-in. Now here's the thing though, if it was gas poison, wouldn't that still technically be in the L a bit? It kind of happened down to the nub. I shouldn't say it, Brian, you old rogue. Your evisceration of the outrage group was delicious. Alright, we just cannot get enough of your clever, delightfully unkind reviews. All the symbols of town live and feel. Well, sounds like he wasn't. Sounds like he might have pissed someone off. Okay. How about this light? No. No. The light. The light. Don't like pictures. The light won't turn on. Did we just turn on the gas in here and then seal him in? We go reaching on the ladies, ever without a chamber must kind of fiasco. The word wind for discord and cacophonous. Rather than playing and Mendelssohn, the strings fought with him, and particularly the solo performed by the first father was a disaster. This gentleman is better equipped to perform in the London sewers. What's this? Concert program for a chamber orchestra that a series of pieces a few nights ago.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Okay, how about this door? Standard door with block and hinges in oversight. Okay. Okay. So obviously It was either this vent or that light. Something, gas in the room. Something, bad. Anyway.
I'm just the housekeeper, but Mr. Cashin was a dear friend. Each morning I bring him his coffee. Today his door was locked shut. My husband is the caretaker. We live downstairs. We have the keys to all the apartments, so after knocking, I became concerned and let myself in and found him like this.
Was he banging you?
The lights
That's
weren't
the question.
working. My husband didn't want to waste any candles, so we retired early. The lights weren't working. My husband didn't want to waste any candles, so we retired early.
Take note of that. I have to check the other light, though.
Mr. Cashin was a respected music critic. A very accomplished man.
Take note of that. The lights weren't working, okay. I need to verify this. The light won't turn on. Okay, so that verifies the lights weren't working. Gotcha. There's a key here. Labor basement. Why is there a key to the basement here? Communications flat. Okay. No, I got on the one about the Queen's plans to use the story. Scepter of the dope tonight and industrious and over about the poet business. The third concern the Ottawa Chamber Orchestra, which has disbanded for lack of funds. The service at a time referred for lands most of the friends. So who belonged to the orchestra?
Gone just like that, eh? He lived right next door and often came home from his concerts a bit drunk and singing at the top of his lungs. Drove my wife near crazy. Cashin had an eye for the ladies, no question. I was a bit jealous of him, frankly. I was down in the cellar, fiddling with my experiments.
What?
I'm an amateur chemist. Henman let me set up a few experiments in the cellar.
So you could have poisoned him. I'm sorry, but you seem the most sus now. Yeah, candelabra.
I should return and find out about this.
Mr. Cashin is dead? I just saw him yesterday. He looked in the peak of health. If you ask me, he paid a bit too much attention to the caretaker's wife. Scandalous, really. They must have seen each other nearly every day. Last night I was knitting in that chair. Then I felt quite sickly and opened the window to clear my head. I certainly didn't hear anything.
You felt... Yep. I always figured out the murder. So someone basically either messed with the gas or caused poisoning.
When the lights quit working yesterday, that sweet Mr. Golden handed out candles to everyone. He's such a nice man.
But here's the thing, if the gas was on, wouldn't the candles catch everything on fire? Just saying.
I should return and find out about this.
Partially burned.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
That belongs to Mr. Golden. He's an awfully nice chap. We let him use our apartment during the day when my wife and I are out tending our shop. He likes to rehearse here where the light's better.
So, Mr. Golden's probably your dude, but... So.
It's true. I loved him. He was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Sadly, that's not part of my murder investigation. So, the problem though is, okay, if it was gas, wouldn't it have caused issues with the candles? That's why, which is what's bothering me. But that vent is sus. Anyway, continuing my investigation. This hat rack. Obviously, it's this hat rack behind everything. Very dirty with suit. Uh-huh. 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 Well, we've established that the lights don't turn on. We've established that there's candles. Uh-huh. White shavings on the floor appear to be wet. Uh-huh. And the candles.
Well now,
Almost all
I didn't
gone.
ask about this.
The problem though is, take note of that the candles were all white candles. Why did he have a yellow candle? That is the question mark. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, you sound like you have a reason to hate what's-his-face, so...
I work very late. So did he. I only met him once or twice in the 2 years I've been living here. I use him to create an ambience when I hold private recitals. I was out giving a benefit recital for unemployed musicians. Several dozen people can attest to my whereabouts.
Uh-huh. Iron strings along with tools for precise trimming of the strings. Precise tools. Still cares about the yellow candle, as opposed to all the white candles. A gas tank, a cold gas tank that supplies gas to all the rooms in the building covered in dirt and
I should
soot.
return and find out about this.
Well, look at this. Look at this. Biggest one is mortar and a pest of various chemical compounds. Smoke vehicle yellow liquid, half full.
I should return and find out about this.
Okay, think about it. Okay, what I'm saying happened is... Okay. The candle with the yellow... Probably because... the point I need to know what the yellow liquid is. But basically, got poured on the candle, so the candle was yellow. The candle got lit. It caused basically fumes that probably took out what's-his-face. Made the other woman sick because of the vent, but she opened the window so it got vented out. The poisonous fumes got vented out and didn't take her out. But the question though then remains is why did what's-his-face stay in there with a yellow candle that was probably making him sick in the first place and not try to... Well, I guess he was locked in. Or locked himself in. Unless he did it himself. Anyway, what we got here? He's all the apartments as far as the basement. The problem here I see is... Okay, so the basement. Right? The basement. How is this the basement? This bothers me, because this is the basement, you know, right next to the front door. I would consider this here the ground floor. I would not consider this the basement, just saying. That seems weird to me. Just saying. Once again. Yes. All the lights won't turn on, we get. Let me guess, white candle? Makes sense. Okay. Stand
I should go back
screwdriver.
and ask about this.
So what you got, Mr. Hinman?
Mr. Cashin's dead. Difficult to believe. He led a quiet life. Out at concerts most nights. Shut up in his room writing the rest of the time. He must have been a lonely man. My wife felt sorry for him and helped him as often as she could.
Oh, she was helping him, all right. Oh, right.
I'm in charge of the running and upkeep of the whole building, so I can get dirty now and then. I was just doing some work in the basement.
Question mark.
I forgot to put it away after I fixed Mr. Golden's music stand yesterday morning. I left it there, and he came to give it back. The gas quit working yesterday. I don't know enough to fix such things safely myself. A man from the company is going to come by tomorrow.
Okay, so we have two suspects here, in my opinion. This dude who probably found out his wife was having an affair and could have murdered him for that. But does he seem smart enough to know about this yellow liquid? That's why I need to know this yellow liquid in the candle. I need to know about that. I can't question you on that. I can question the professor, though. The professor, I don't think it would be it. You seem like just a scapegoat.
Ah, yes, be careful with that. It can be dangerous. It reacts badly with heat.
Define badly with heat. Define badly with heat, because we have this yellow candle here. Okay, so we have two potential suspects here. So, is it Mr. Golden or is it that guy? Well, let's add up things, right? He has precise tools, so he could turn off the gas thing too. White shavings, white candle. Didn't he have a key or something, or was that from someone else? Someone else, yeah. The guy up there. I think it's you.
He destroyed an entire orchestra. All those musicians put out of work. A rancorous old man who had no talent or creativity of his own.
I mean, it was a toss-up between you or the other dude.
I suspect there was more to that mystery than meets the eye. I'm going to look into it.
So it was the pinpoint that brought down an entire orchestra. Escaping review upon escaping review eventually led to the demise of the Oddwood Chamber Orchestra. Perhaps Mr. Cashin was distracted by his irregular friendship with his caretaker's wife and did not realize that one of his neighbors was the first violinist with a sim that his reviews had destroyed. That very same Mr. Golden constructed his revenge account, taking advantage of his access to a screwdriver and key. He manufactured poison candy using an unusual chemical found in the basement, turned off the gas, the mains, and handed the candle to his neighbors. Ensuring that his enemy, Mr. Cashin, received the candle of death. Credits be well. Problem though is, was he already asleep when he lit the can? It's like there's just, I'm missing context to when and how he properly died from that. That's the problem. Because we know he died from it, right? I just don't know how he died from it. Yeah? Like, was he asleep when it was going and then he died from that? Or, because, you know, it was like, oh, I'm very, like the lady though, she was very nauseous, right? She opened the window. What about him? That's why I want to know. Aw. Oh well, Ubisoft doesn't understand details, so. Moving right along. Oh, there's one down there now, one over there. One back there. Yeah, let's go over here, let's do another one of Charles Dickens' quests, and then we can hit that one. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, that was a toss-up because, yeah, I figured it was the orchestra thing, but it could have been, you know, that could have also just been, you know, a red herring, and it could have been, you know, the guy found out about his cheating wife and murdered him. But it didn't seem like he had the knowledge for that exactly. Anyway. I said we. You have an umbrella but no shoes. Boys, you say?
You tell us where Bronson went.
Hey.
Someone help! I just cannot tell you.
These are my nuts. Like my nuts? 'Cause I like my nuts. Hey, Charles, what do you got? Spring Hill Jack returns. Oh no. By the way, time change. Great, the cult's back again.
Thank goodness you're here. Impossible as it may sound, Spring Hill Jack.
Don't do anything rash, all right?
Well, he hasn't. There's an entire cult.
He did
so.
say that we'd not seen the last of the Spring-Heeled villain.
There may be more to this
Follow
than
me.
we originally thought.
Let me just get my boys up in here.
Get away from me, you monster!
Stop!
Oh, why do you guys all have smoke bombs? Smoke bombs that prevent me from being able to run after you.
I am a ghost. A fiend. A terror in the
Bitch, I ever... You're not Batman.
I'm the terror of London.
Oh, I went to the wrong house. Just you wait. I pressed the button, by the way.
Performing the feats of a devil upon the air. Long have I
What
stalked
the fuck
streets
was
of
that
London.
shit? I'm pressing F, by the way.
No one is safe from my beastly claws.
Problem is you're going places and I'm not going to the same places. Because the grapple is a bit weird like that.
A fiend. A terror in the night.
I really don't like how fast you are and the fact that you can just teleport. Bitch! The fuck is this teleportation bullshit?
I am a ghost. Performing the feats of a devil upon the air.
Not supposed to touch the ground. No, that's the wrong way, mate. But okay.
Long have I stalked the streets of London.
Please tell me he gets hit by the train. I would have lost. Ah. God, that would have been so great if he actually got hit by the train. Why can't I just drop on you? I'm not allowed to touch the ground, buddy.
I am a ghost, a fiend, a terror in the night.
God, I wish the train would have hit you. That would have been so great. I'm about to tell my dudes to go fight you, because you're being fucking irritating. I'm gonna keep running and teleporting walls. Uh-huh.
I'm a ghost.
How the fuck did you get that?
Fire your weapons!
There's my dudes at. If you teleport one more time. Bitch!
I am the Tower of London!
Okay, now that's cool, man.
Vanished? Impossible.
Well, that was irritating. So, yeah.
Well, thanks to you, the Ghost Club's reputation has grown tremendously.
Yay, with the Ghost
We
Club.
are a beacon of reason in a world beguiled by superstition.
But I believe we have encountered one genuine spirit.
They kept disappearing and
Can you be
teleporting
certain?
and bullshit.
That's the question. One might surmise that the spirits that haunt us are simply our deepest fears, manifested as apparitions.
Shame. I've always wanted to see a ghost. Or a goblin.
I propose a toast to the Ghost Club and the
still
virtuous
have a follow-up.
twins that have aided it. Miss Evie and Mr. Jacob. Cheers.
Cheers. That one sounded like we wrapped it up at the same time. I don't think we did, I think. I don't feel like we did wrap it up. But maybe we did. Maybe we did. But progression log. Progress tracker. See, look, there's still 2 left, isn't there? So, yeah. Huh. But they're locked, so, Interesting. I guess we'll have to come back to that. Anyway. I wish to go back downhill where I was already, but, you know. Before the gang made me chase after Spinning Hill Jack. Yeah, let's find someone who could just, you know, oh no, you're almost there. I'm gonna teleport over here now. I'm gonna teleport over here. I really wish he got hit by that train. That would have been great. Just by the way, because, you know, improper scripting of having, like, you know, the randomness of the trains and stuff mixed with an actual quest would have been great. Oh, wow, this is why we can't have nice fucking things. Oh, Better Murder Mysteries. Woo. You're not my usual person. That was the mission of the body found on the banks of the Thames. And of course, time change. It's still night,
Hey,
by the way.
Someone help! Some trap found something down there. Looks like foul play.
Who are my usual people? Male party arrested a man over a wealthy pistol, and he's wearing only one shoe. The man has sustained multiple fractures and can fall from a great height. No identifying documents. So did it get pushed off there, but how did it get all the way over here? Interesting. But yet there are marks here that indicate... he must have fallen from here. And then someone dragged the body over here. But why would they drag the body over here? When he clearly fell from there.
I heard a splash, and right quick pulled this bloke out of the shallows. Dead as a mackerel.
So you moved the body. Why
I
did
live
you
there
move
now,
the body?
if you can call it living. I lost my job, didn't I? No need for the likes of me when a machine can do the work.
Okay then, so... To be fair, you didn't really exactly fall into the water. Well, maybe. I'm about to go up there, ain't I? Let's investigate what's downhill, though. If there's anything else here. Why you didn't rob his body? Which man's coat and name to the line? Matthew Killian.
I should go back and
Well,
ask
maybe he
about
took
this.
his coat at least. You
A
took
nice
the coat,
warm
right?
coat like that on a dead man? What do you expect? I snatched it before somebody else came along to nick it. Like you.
Yeah. Fail. I will give you that. That is fail. If it was actually considered loot, I probably would have taken it. Now here's the thing, I don't think there's any more clues technically down here. I think the clue is literally up here, which the problem though is the game gonna let me? No, it isn't. Come on, game. Climb that thing. Climb. Why you gotta be a dick? What is it, the pocket watch? Bow and Silver watch, the hands are stopped just after midnight.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Okay, so we have an assumption that basically this guy died after midnight, fell, got pulled over, blah blah blah. Okay. So, midnight.
The midnight train? That must be the 616. Stops in the station down the road. If you hurry, it might still be there.
The 616, huh? Oh, we're gonna say it's a ghost train or some bullshit. Station. Oh god, all the fucking way. That station all the way over there. Ugh. You know what? I'm gonna take a fucking carriage. Fuck that shit. It's all the way over there. So, I mean...
There you are.
Even if they got pushed from the train, that's a ways away from the edge anyway. I don't really have any much to go on for this one yet. Like, it can't be the bank. As far as I can tell, I don't think
Come on.
Unless the guy was still alive and he just
Here now.
murdered him afterwards. But that seems less likely. Anyway. By train. I mean, by carriage. Okay. Hey, dudes. Nope, I need... Right, wrong way. No. God, it's so hard to navigate at times. I think it would be easy, but no, it's not. Okay, so I need into the train station. Go all the fucking way around. All the fucking way around. Okay, what we got? Are you the 616? I see 1476. So,
You
Yeah,
better hurry.
train system.
It's leaving right now.
Oh. Okay. Trade mystery.
I suppose there were some disagreements, but there always are when a great deal of money is involved.
With who?
I had drinks in the dining car with Killian. We had business dealings in the past. It was a pleasant surprise to discover him on this train.
Okay. Wait, what do you know
I felt
about midnight?
unusually tired and came back here to get some sleep.
Sure. Can't appear on the 600 train. To go to sign papers, you must remember to sign them at all costs, or we'll be ruined.
Mr. Wolfe had a few with Mr. Killian. Then the young lady invited herself over to have a glass with him.
The young lady?
Mr. Wolfe became terribly tired, even though he'd only had one drink. He toddled off to bed well before midnight. I stayed in the dining car for a few drinks with the barman. Mr. Wolfe bought him drink after drink. Then they got angry. But the young lady come over, and it's obvious that Mr. Killian was interested in a rendezvous, like. Around about 11:30, Killian and her left together.
I'm trying to...
I've been Mr. Wolfe's valet for going on several years. He's frail and needs a man like me to help him about.
Where did let me turn though? Okay. Continue my investigation. Was it you? How goes the Viv? Okay, more fish is the lovely cape you got going. Honey, to remind me of Bonnie skiing like you. The last time you're in Soho, love your sis.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
So you were obviously after a wealthy person. Which, I see. And rush your carriage quick.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Nothing unusual at all. I had a drink with some gents and then retired to my sleeper.
Right.
Someone slipped a note under my sleeper door a few minutes before midnight. It said I should come to the dining car. I went, but only Ryan and Wolf's man were there, and they were both drunk. The rich fella, I did talk with him. Very charming. But a single woman has to be careful, you know? Did something happen to him? Oh, all right. I flirt with rich blokes and the barman slips him a mickey. I take them back to my sleeper and they nod off before I have to do anything shameful. They wake up thinking they had a night of fun and hand me a few quid. That's what happened with Mr. Killian, but he was gone when I come back from looking for the man who left the note.
Okay, so I don't think it's you. I think you're just, you exploited him and all that. Right, scam artist. Yeah, anyway. The problem, though, is... I think the toss-up between you two. Why is that revolver here? One is missing. Well, here's the thing, I'm pretty sure we didn't see any actual bullet wounds on what's-his-face, so...
You mean the young lady? She and Killian hit it off famously. Embarrassing, really. Sam? He's a trusted valet. He's terrifically strong, which makes him useful in many situations.
Terrifically strong. Thanks for that. Anyway, let's go see what else we have, because that's pretty damning evidence right there. Just saying. Wait, no,
One thing was, some noises on the roof woke me up frequently.
Noises?
You say someone was thrown
How
from
did
up
we get
there?
on the top?
You have to be a very strong fella to drag someone up onto the roof.
It's like, hey.
Vivian had another of her dupes in her compartment by then. After that, I remember people going past me from time to time, but I was half asleep. Killian was on this train. Cool. I used to work in his foundry. I never even seen him. None of us workers ever knew what he looked like. That one. Clever little minx. She and the barman got a little scam going. I think everyone on the staff knows about it.
Careful, there you go. Boy, there's a clue here somewhere, though. Tell clue, where are you? Oh. That's a, that's a ship. I pulled the top of the carriage that you mentioned the war one on the picture. So yeah. Well, my question is, what about that pistol? I feel like that's just a red herring so far. Nothing connects it to the crime at the moment.
Nothing unusual. A couple of passengers came in and had a sort of business meeting. One of them was buying a lot of drinks for the other, and then they started to argue. But Vivian went over and he joshed them out of it. She's a frequent passenger, that one. Hangs about with the wealthier sort. Likes to entertain them, if you take my meaning.
We know about this game.
I helped Vivian fleece the dupes. I slipped a pill in the wine for the table. Both gents got sleepy, but Vivian picked the richest one.
That explains why, yeah, both of them got sleepy, okay. So, basically, right there is also another clue.
Yeah, I helped Vivian fleece the dupes. I slipped a pill in the wine for the table. Both gents got sleepy, but Vivian picked the richest one.
Remember that both of them got sleepy, so honestly, it seems like it has to be Sam. Like, there's everything's fine to him and not the other dude now. What we got here? Sleeping pills. Yeah.
I should return and find out about this.
Do I have to? We already know about this game. How about Africans ever to close enormous business deal in Wales? Notice the Karen is well known for replacing workers for machinery. There's a lightness of Karen in the paper which... Oh god, it could have been the Vagrant. Somehow I doubt that. Some of the industry, some of the monarchy. Revolution is the only way.
It was a typical evening. As far as I knew, nothing unusual happened until you came aboard with this story of a murder. I was tidying up in the passenger car. Around midnight, Vivian ran through. She thought someone was looking for her. Just another wealthy passenger. They're all pretty much the same. She rides the train often. She's very friendly with the other passengers.
Sounds like he might not have known about this game. I don't know why I need to question them on this. We know about this already, but...
Peter, nice bloke. Came here after being sacked from a foundry a few months ago. I'll tell you, he looked white as a ghost after he served the businessman.
No.
Oh, well, it's a noisy train. Plenty of passengers have trouble getting to sleep, so I keep sedative here behind the bar, yeah?
Huh.
Well, Peter worked with me at the foundry. He's a very strong bloke.
Ah,
I got the arm
fuck.
mangled in one of the damn machines they put in. Then Killian sacked the old crew. Peter, he helped me get hired as train staff.
I was going to say Sam, but hey. They gave me some more damning evidence that he's a very strong bloke. Hey Peter, it was you, wasn't
I
it?
gave him what he deserved.
I was
The
about to
man
say
was
Sam,
heartless.
but yeah. Everything was pointing to Sam until we met Peter. The fact that, hey, by the way, he was fired from one of those foundries that was replaced with machines.
Something larger is afoot. A lot of murderous anger concerning industrialists. Might be something to look into.
Oh, there you are.
Up to the clink with you!
Industrious Victorian was drugged and thrown from the top of a moving train by his former employee, Peter Jaspers. Who worked for the mechanization of Kieran's factory. Peter found employment as a humble train steward. However, one evening Peter realized that Kieran was from the very train purchased during Peter. Never seen Kieran, but now recognized him from a recent newspaper article. Peter, knowing that frequent passenger Vivian offered and swindled wealthy fellow passengers, until she lured Kieran into a compartment. He cunningly arranged for her to be called away. Means of knowledge now Peter then used his considerable strength to lift the drugged man and drag him to the top of the train. Once he threw him to his death at the midnight. Kieran's right-bangers had hoped to get Kieran's own agreement to prevent him from participating in business meeting on the following day, but worked himself out of the dreaded brandy and slept through the entire episode. Sam seemed like the obvious one, didn't he? Had to pay the murderer. Perhaps he meted out justice. In turn, he would now meet justice himself. It wasn't bad. Problem though was I almost got completely thrown off. Almost. Because the thing was, you know, the whole Sam thing threw me. Definitely threw me for a loop though, because, okay. It seemed obvious, you know, that would be Sam, because Sam's considerably strong. And he was thrown from the top of the train. And, you know, both Kieran and Worf were both, you know, drugged and asleep. So Sam would have been, you know, awake and could have potentially did such. But now, then you add in the bat, and it's like, oh, well, that's obvious now. Almost got me, game. Almost. I'm still unhappy about the Jekyll and Mr. Hyde one, basically. That I couldn't pick up fully on that one fast enough. Or at all, practically. Ugh. Anyway. Oh no, not my 10% experience boost. Oh no. Not that I really need that anymore. Given the fact that I have all the skills and stuff. But it's like, hey, what are you doing here? You're not my usual person I go to speak to about crimes. So the murderous spiritual stages, amazing. You're not my usual person. Okay, Charles Dickens working on
My
a
dear
Penny
friend,
Dreadful with the guy?
The Ghost Club has an extraordinary case for you. Spiritualist
Ghost Club is
Thaddeus
working
the
with the Penny
Amazing
Dreadful
has
guy.
predicted his own death at his next seance. Could you have a look?
So who takes credit for this one? Do you take credit for this one? Anyway, sorry, I got stuck on people.
An extra. We have a visitor.
What is happening here?
Oh no, he's foretold his own death.
Not yet. Someone, light the lamps.
He's actually dead.
Well, this one's gonna be interesting. So what happened to all my suspects? Okay. Seal the door. This seems like, you know, this seems like the classic. We invite X amount of people to, you know, to a place, right? We seal the door, and someone murders someone, and then we have to go through all the people, and then every one of them has a reason to murder the person, but we have to figure out which person actually did such. Seems like one of these, but I could be wrong. His hair and clothing have been slightly scorched from the explosion. A bloody knife is stuck in his torso. Wow, then we have 5 suspects. 7 clues. That's just I'm a flash spot. When time for a charter remains a fuse test. The fuse leads to an empty plaster cylinder. When a container of a non-lethal amount of gunpowder to produce the recent flash of light. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna go and spend all the clues before I start questioning you people. Well, I thought I was, but oh, these clues. Excusez-moi. What we got here? This largest client address, those are 2 columns for each client. Both columns indicate significant amounts of money per seance. The first column appears to refer directly to the client. It isn't any clear to whom the second column refers, however, Dr. Wilhelm is missing from the list. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, great, now I have to visit. Oh, jeez. Well, this one got complicated. There's 3 people's houses to go visit besides the 5 people here. Look, I get his signature at the next session. I suppose you. Interesting. The adequate supply, flash pot, 8 shillings. Well, the flash pot was purchased by Thaddeus. AR. Well, that was a Asquith over there. Well, I've probably ran 4 weeks ago. I found a tramp who lives on the street near one of the pigeons. The power smokes like a chimney, and for the price of a fierce cigarettes, he supplies me with all the information we need. So basically, what we were so was getting information from him to actually be a scam psychic. Gotcha. Sandwich Wood and neighbor Thaddeus known as Howard Roberts legal representative.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, now then, let's start questioning our suspects. Who are you?
Nothing but a showman, really. Each week he gave a seance with all his clients present together. So many people makes everything much more dramatic. I attend Lady Ursula at these sessions. She's ailing and needs someone to help her along. I have no particular belief in an afterworld, but if it comforts milady, I see no harm.
Okay, so you're just a simp. Got next.
I sought him out after the death of Mittens.
Mittens?
Mittens is my beloved kitty cat. She was run over by a milk wagon several weeks ago. I've been trying desperately to contact my sweet thing ever since. I'm not well, though, and likely haven't long to live myself.
Oh, no.
I was so hoping to hear from my loved one. I'm convinced Thaddeus could have communicated Mittens' wishes to me. I must know to whom Mittens wishes that I should leave my fortune. And now Thaddeus is lost to us. I shall never know.
I have nothing that will work from you. Unless you're just using that as a cover.
This is so frustrating. I had a simple question, but have had to come back for seance after seance, week after week. Each time Thaddeus divined a partial number from the other side, but never the entire correct number. Today he promised that I would get everything. Thaddeus felt that if I signed some papers, it would demonstrate to my dead father that I had absolute trust in Thaddeus.
You are sus.
He was an incredible psychic. I came to clarify some personal financial matters. I don't understand what happened. He foretold his own death, but I didn't expect it to happen like this.
Interesting. Interesting.
I have no doubt that his powers were genuine. He was able to tell me of my daily comings and goings, and all manner of details that he couldn't possibly have known. He certainly was going to be able to put me in contact with my sister. I've been coming here to decide whether I should accept a marriage proposal. Thaddeus had been attempting to contact my departed sister so that she could give me advice. Thaddeus was a kind man who sincerely wanted me to make the best choice. Now what am I to do? I'm so sorry to lose Thaddeus. The oddest part is that he claimed all would be revealed to each of us before his death.
Like, honestly, what if a client, doctor, Honestly, like, oh god, is it seriously? No, let's not go with that trope yet. We need to go investigate. Yeah, obviously the butler did it. Is it that cliche? So far, Robert seems the most sus. Then that whole AR thing. But... yeah. Anyway, let's go put 2 and 2 together and come up with 5. I'll talk to you after I investigate the clues. Then over a year ago, mysterious after King Street, the spiritualist who went by the name of his Magnus. They died at the net serums, but the outcome held even more drama in terms of his several clients. The close friends of revelations were rendering them via Magnus himself. Before a burst of smoke and flame entered the silence and brightly, he was declared dead by Sarah Daughter Folsom, who was a generous client. Well, that's not sus at all. Someone who knows basically how this happened already? No answer for the wrong. No opinion that the photos were sufficient that the bulk of my portion is safe to secure on account of the precarious of which will be communicated by word of mouth to my son. So basically, he's trying to get his money from Dapper's dad's dad, and he's trying to get it from the seance and and what we got here? Silver scroll notes A. Numbers, eh? Anyway. What's up? Anne Roberts, A.R. A.
My brother has become obsessed with some secret bank account. He inherited almost all of my father's fortune, as well he should as the male heir. But some was locked in a secret account. I think it unlikely that it should be a significant amount. I went along to the seances a couple of times. I thought it was a waste of my brother's time. Power of attorney to a psychic? That sounds very unusual indeed.
I think it's you. AR, there's our AR. Oh well, we should go properly investigate. Just cause, but I'm pretty sure we found it, guys. Pretty sure we found it. A to the R. Oh, what we got here? There's like one of the parts board. Deal that if you don't give me it. Money by the end of the month, you will be in a heap of trouble. That kind of trouble that hurts, you know, I say more.
Do you expect to get away?
That guy just seems to be here. Conrad's proof. That's what we got here. Mr. Everett Boyd's business finds it to be sound as long as he no over-pressing obligation. I believe that Victoria accepts his proposal. The money you settle on the happy couple would mean the success of Mr. Boyd's venture and her daughter returns would live a comfortable life.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
I've shown affection for Everett, but I don't think my sister would approve of him. She just paid me to strive for money that would merely strive for more than which merely appears straightly in front of my nose. My father wanted to urge me otherwise. Where is my last clue? Ah, there it is. Wait, where the fuck is that?
Would you look at that shameful display?
It's actually outside and over here. Are several cigarette butts, slightly left by Vagrant. We'll come back to that. I think I understand that. That's probably by the Vagrant who uses a spy on people. Yeah, what's your story?
Her father mentioned this swindler to me. I understand it's because of him that my engagement has been delayed.
The very notion that a person
I know the owner of a local brewery, and I'm convinced his business will flourish. He just needs some financial backing. Now Janice is free to be married at last. I'll invest my dowry in the brewery and make a fortune.
You sound sus, but at the same time, I don't think you're the person.
Never trust a man who tells you what you want to hear. He's after something. Taking advantage of my daughter's love for her departed sister. With that charlatan gone, things can get back to normal. My daughter's engagement to Everett Boyd can be announced at last. A girl Janice's age should be married. Everett is a very sensible young man from a good family. He'll be very successful, I'm sure of it. Janice's elder sister was strong-willed. Janice always followed her lead. That's why it's so sad that she asks her advice, even in death. Time for Janice to think for herself. I know what's best for her.
Time for Janice to think for herself. I know what's best for her. That is a contradictory statement right there, buddy. Anyway, I do believe I have clues to follow. Do. Hey.
That's me. Yeah,
Up
some
there.
fella come by here every so often. Gives me a silver sixpence if I tell him everything about the folks in that house.
Oh, well, all over.
Nothing unusual about him. Just a regular fella. I've seen him go into that building over there.
Oh, now we got a bunch more places to go. This one definitely became complicated. This one's going to require me to think. And I mean think. Not just regular think, but think. It'd help if I knew where the clues were here. Seems all uphill. Yes. Wait, what? Alright, further up, me. Further up. Oh, what we got? The minutes goes from medical doctor all identical except each is rendered with a different name. W arrived after the hour said as usual. Without suspicion, ultimately certain that we get bid flash time. That's why he convinces enough to kill me. So basically the doctor worked with him. Gotcha. A's here with the candidate's back. Sapphire should change disorganized detail regarding Thaddeus class. Once captured terror, her he should inherit. This is called persistent. Catlow. I play your teaspoon. Wants to tell that this person married, number of the count, number needs a chances. Track you.
I should go back and ask about this.
Okay, so. Okay, let's start adding up the information in our head, right? then I go to Lady Ursula's house. But okay, so basically the doctor hired this dude to get the information because the doctor's also working with Thaddeus. The problem though is that one piece of information in Robert's house, which let's go to my progress log. Dreadful crimes. So yeah, Robert's house, for example. This paper, no, here we go. The Sydney News clipping. That's probably the most telling right there. Well, I want to further investigate. So we go back to the second house. Go over here to Lady Ursula's house first. It's pretty months ago. Being foretells his own death and saying, wait, that was another one of these. Second reporter revealed that several clients were being trying to justify their loved ones who had paid him to give information just as final scenes, but then just as Peter was killed in a mysterious explosion during his final scenes on Newbury Street. One of his clients, a doctor. Fuck, it might be the doctor. Because it sounds like they've been doing the... Oh shit, it is the doctor. Fuck. I just realized, I thought it was what's her face, but no, it has to be the doctor because the doctor has all those business cards, so he's been doing this for a while, hasn't he?
Lady Ursula's health is not good at all. And now she's lost her cat, it's almost like she has nothing left to live for.
So what about the
He's
snap?
been Lady Ursula's butler for years. We have plans to marry. But first, Douglas needs to put together a little nest egg. He says he'll have some money soon.
Oh, well, hey.
Lady Ursula was planning to leave her fortune to her cat Mittens. Since the cat passed on, she's been going to that spiritualist in hopes that Mittens will tell her what to do with the money.
How is Douglas involved in this? I know a notifier similar to the one I gave you. This one is from Sydney. Hell to be exposed to the net seance. Just those people with Douglas, you got me into this, you better solve it. Okay, well, Douglas is involved in this too. Shit. Here my maid and 2 dozen family pay perishing from China and if the long service to give it on the wedding day whenever that day should be. I leave my dear cat man home and remain worldly good and hope that they bring him even a small portion of the joy he has brought me. And can I tell in the morning, wherever I do know that my lord dear man is no more. I am moderately confused on this one. There's too many fucking variables, that's the problem. Cause okay. It sounds like Douglas is working with the doctor and the doctor's working with Thaddeus and Thaddeus and they're also working with the vagrant on the street and what? Panic question over person again. Oh, hi.
Janice is a lovely creature. I would be honored were she to accept my proposal. I do adore her.
Good for you. That doesn't give me anything to work with. Really. Thanks though for the information. I need to go back to the second house and thank. Oh jeez. The problem though is that one note that I almost thought was important, but now I'm not even entirely sure if that note is important or not. compared to everything else we've learned. Because the doctor sounds like he's been pronouncing people dead this entire time. That might be he's been involved in these scams. But it sounds like maybe he was going to do the explosion thing and it acted like the doctor was dead. But the problem though is, I think the doctor actually isn't the one. I think it's a scam, okay. Basically, he shows up, is like, hey, by the way, here's all this information, we got a person who can tell us all this stuff on these people, right? We scam them, and then basically the doctor's like, go, by the way, oh no, explosion, he's dead. I don't think he anticipated the knife, that's the thing. Question though is, who is directly involved? Douglas, maybe. Actually, think about it. Unless that... Would it have to be someone who... Fuck. I'll go read that note upstairs again. Now we know that those were two. The doctor was working with him. Where's the other note at? We know that. Where's the other note at? There we go. And Rose gets sent her exposed. Oh my god. So basically, Anne's trying to get, you know, the signature of her brother to then get the money from the count. Because she wants the money from the count, god. The problem though is, that doesn't say she murdered him. Because how would she murder him from all the way over there? Douglas though. Douglas. You might be my sus one.
I simply do not believe it. And if you're implying that my butler was paying Thaddeus, I must ask you, why would a great psychic do the bidding of a common butler?
Trying to get the money from you, basically.
My own sister, paying Thaddeus off? I thought he was a bit too insistent that I sign that paper. Well, Anne is going to get a good talking to, believe you me.
Okay. And then we know yours.
Good Lord, you found the office? I admit it then. Thaddeus and I traveled the world, bamboozling the gullible and then exposing the swindle. But his death was meant to be a fake. I have no reason to want Thaddeus dead. Quite the contrary.
Yeah, that's actually right. Why would you want him dead if you keep pronouncing him dead? And then, you know, because that means you no longer can make money off this. With him actually dead.
You believe that Everett paid Thaddeus to manipulate me? It cannot be true. Thaddeus knew all of my comings and goings. He genuinely could communicate with the world beyond.
So... You seem dumb to this, you seem outraged by this. Douglas, buddy, is it seriously the butler?
You think someone paid Thaddeus to tell my lady that a cat wanted them to inherit? Well, that would be quite a clever scheme indeed.
Douglas, was it you? Please tell me it wasn't. But honestly... Did the butler seriously do it?
He was going to reveal my plot. He paid the price for betraying a fellow crook.
It was seriously the fucking butler.
This Thaddeus fellow was rather too clever by half. But you pieced it all together very cleverly. Mr. Raymond was particularly interested in this one. He admired the duplicity of Thaddeus.
Seriously. Spiritual Thaddeus Smith routinely swindled not just clients but his clients, friends, and families. In city after city, Thaddeus and his competent Dr. Wilburn lured in those desperate to speak to the departed in the outer world. But the swindlers were doubly paid, first by the clients, then by those close to them who wished to manipulate them Such a fashion, Miss Anne Roberts hoped to gain legal authority before her brother in order to remove funds from a secret bank account. The sheriff board wished to ensure his marriage to Janice Anne's grief would take place in order to gain a lucrative settlement, and Lady Ursula's Butler Douglas wished to have her dead cat counsel her to leave her fortune to, well, himself. And these accounted for Thaddeus' odd quirk of enjoying a good lesson to his fellow winners once he again to the coffers of his clients, Thaddeus then habitually exposed these manipulators before escaping by feigning his own death. This was corroborated by the supposed Dr. Wilburn, proving to be simply one more client, but on this occasion Anne realized the coming exposure enticed the Butler Douglas, the only swindler present at the crime scene, towards Thaddeus in the dark. Now here's the thing I missed. I apparently missed the connection between Anne and Douglas. That's what I missed. To murder Thaddeus in the dark. Farewell, Thaddeus. You may now speak to those and afterward at your leisure. I did not figure out the whole Anne contacted Douglas part. My bad. That was still a good one, but I missed that small detail. I mean, I figured out the whole Butler thing. I mean, the whole... Because, yeah, it's like... And the problem, though, is that eventually I started putting in the pieces, and it's like... Ah, shit, they're all involved in a way, you know? It's not just Anne, it has to be them, but the only problem is Anne couldn't have murdered him because Anne was at the house. So it had to have been someone there. Douglas was the only other sus one, because everyone else was like, you know, the whole swindling and being swindled, and he was the only one swindling the swindling. Yeah. Anyway, in terms of stuff left for us to do, besides going back to the main story, it looks like we just have, well, a reminder we could, you know, go after other things. But we do have, what is it, just this? It looks to be just this, doesn't it? Huzzah. Anyway, let's go over here. And then we shall go after our last crime. Well, it might not be our last crime, but still. The fact there's a butler who did it. Ugh. That's dumb. Oh, I'm on the buggy. Hi, buggy. Where's my... Ah, there it is, over there. Buggy. Oh no, my train's almost full. Oh no. Oh. Can I have a carriage to get there? Yes, no, maybe. No? Okay. What's this? Crime in my area? I meant to double step it, okay. There's so many more to go. Especially if it's like Unity where it's like, I don't know, we were almost at in the what, 50 range? But yeah. Still don't know how many more there is to go after that though. Or they don't seem to feel like they happen as often as they did in Unity. Ah, there you are. Like, I haven't found this guy. Yeah, I haven't found this guy in a while. It's been mostly the child. Anyway. The most hated man in London, deduce which of all the potential murders after Kirtan. Time change.
Think of that. Crushed by a crate. The most hated man in London.
Can you imagine achieving such a title? One day my brilliance will bring me similar recognition.
Sure it will.
Mr. Raymond, what are you talking about?
It's of no consequence. What's important is that this man was hated by many. But who delivered the fatal blow?
Oh, it's not even here. It's all the way across the fucking street.
Good to see you, Miss Fry.
What's up? Oh. Well, there we go. That book's very important. What we got here? The party has been crushed by the crate. A close inspection reveals over and now he's a punch wound to the gut, a bullet wound in the back, and the vision skin is an odd green pile, along with yellow ring around the eyes. Especially the bullet wound indicate that such a wound caused death in 12 minutes. Okay, well this one's gonna suck. Here's a phone from overhead. Somehow I don't think the crate is what killed him then. Crate might have just been the finishing touch. There's a pharmacy, pub, Apple. Oh great, now I have to go to all those places. Fuck. All locations unlocked. Both power options described. I should have stopped it. 1:17 precisely. So, we now have a time of death. 1:17. Pretend. Well, maybe not even the time of death. Okay, think about it. The problem with this is, if given everything else, he could have technically have been dead before that. And when the crate dropped, then that could have happened. So, yeah. Patron before he died. Great. Well, now I have a trail to follow, too. Anyway. Well,
I know the man. He's hated by everyone. Surprisingly, it's not clear what killed him. I find multiple wounds. No need to send many people to jail for killing such a terrible man. What say you only arrest the single person who actually caused his death?
Well, I like your thing, but the question is who?
He appears to have been stabbed with a perforating weapon, perhaps a spike of some kind. There would be bleeding and it would affect motor control right away, but death wouldn't come for another 6 minutes.
So I have a 12-minute thing for the board, we have a 6-minute thing for that.
I suspect that there is at least one deadly toxin in his system.
At least one? Anyway. Yeah, I don't think the crane. I hear the call power crane, they try to make it sound complex when crane has very awkward.
Well now,
I don't think the
this.
crane is what murdered him. I think the crane was dropped afterwards, and probably one of you.
He owned this site and paid us. We all hated him because he looked for any excuse to cheat us out of our wages. I didn't hate him any more or less than my mates.
Okay.
It's difficult to work properly. You'd have to know what you're doing to drop it at just the right moment.
What about this 1:17?
That's around the time I'm given a few minutes to eat something. About then I would have been buying myself an apple at the stand down the street.
So what you're saying is your alibi is you were at the apple stand at 1:17. So you're saying it wasn't you. Once again, I feel like the crane is not fucking important. I feel like the crane was used afterwards.
The man's a right bastard. I hope he's smouldering in hell.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a crane operator. I wouldn't know how to work that.
I'm just like, you sure about that, buddy? Well, it's a guy, hell. Guarantee the benefit for the man who had his arm crushed. Hey,
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Anyway, what do you know about this?
My best chum is maimed for life, and Ashton didn't care a fig. He deserved what happened. Beyond that, I'm mum.
Well, you're sus, but the problem though is we have two. We can't just rule it out on sus
Eddie?
yet.
Yeah, I taught him how to work the crane a few days ago.
Hey, Eddie. Eddie. Why? It can't be that simple. Or maybe it can. The problem though is we have everyone hate him, which doesn't help. Let's go investigate elsewhere. There's an apple. I was thinking if I take out the inside the apple's oddly pink. The poisoned apple. Oh, I like the timing here. Oh my god. I like the timing here. Shit. That makes this complicated. Mrs. Asher.
He's my husband. Each day I bring him the household expenses just after he eats his apple. I also brought him his invitation to the knighthood ceremony. The one with the special scepter. Of course he wasn't going to take me along. I often tie up my hair around a knitting needle. What business is it of yours?
It's okay. Argues with wife, gets stabbed, stumbled first. Problem though is I said what? 6 minutes for that? That'll go to the 17.
He stopped by here every day at the exact same time. He'd buy an apple and tried to cheat me out of tuppence. But then most folks do that.
Doesn't sound like you
Yeah, that sounds right. Came by for an apple. He was here when we heard the crate hit the ground.
Okay, let's go all the way back. There wasn't in the pub long. And Richard Fire brought to a horror pound sabotage destroyed machine alarm fire circuit and then placed down behind the sabotage of his competitor. Great, more things. There's a gun.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Ashton stops in front of this pub every afternoon to check on business rumours. Something of a bastard, Ashton. Told me he had a bit of jam on the side, if you know what I mean. Wife didn't know about it. Well, the bit of jam wants out, but he won't let her. That's the sort of fellow we're speaking of. That was Ashton's doing. The man had it in for me. He paid workers to wreck my machines. Cost me a fortune. As long as he was around, I'd never prosper.
As a matter of fact, I do carry a revolver at all times. It can be a dangerous neighborhood for a wealthy fella such as myself. This proves nothing.
Oh yeah, totally nothing. This one's unfortunate. Which one we poisoned the dude? There's some Tom was everybody made unsettling discovery. The man who forced the foreclosure to the family farm was known as John Ashley. Pharaoh claims favors the pharaohs beyond indecent problem of reduce the funerary. United Pharaoh funds contribute all we can, although we each have an obligation of its own. Fairly we must cease to do business with this dreadful
Well
land.
now, I didn't ask about this.
Oh, I just learned that. I see that though. Today's chemicals are warning not to be ingested. The blue to color instead says causing a rapid movement after 10 minutes. Death after additional 16 minutes. Cause John just about thighs and stream is innocent. I don't think it was chemical 1. Chemical 2 is pinkish color instead says causing a rapid movement after 2 minutes and death after additional 9 minutes. Gives a green tint in skin. Chemical 2. Chemical 2 is color used still. Anyway, what we have over here? As a possible extraterrestrials appear to remain blue pairs, he must have dropped it along the way. So, what you got for me?
He's been coming to me for years.
He arrives precisely at 1 o'clock and leaves 2 minutes later. He takes a bluish medication every day and prefers that I administer it.
What about the pinkish one?
Mary is a trusted assistant. As far as I know, she's completely above board. Today, she swept the shop and prepared some medications. She also fetched herself an apple from the apple stand. This really is none of your business. He came to me for his blue medication. I gave him blue medication.
I see him here every day. He can be unpleasant, but I don't really know him.
That doesn't tell me anything. Okay, so... Oh, this one's difficult because, okay, we're going based on time. It's fucking a math puzzle. Alright, so let's start out here, 102, right? Okay, so 102, right? Bold wound indicates the cause we've been 12 minutes. Alright, starting at the pharmacy, so... Okay. 2 minutes. So if we take this chemical about there, which would be a few minutes after 1. So 3, right? Okay. Let's start putting the scale. Okay. So, frame movement after 2 minutes. That would be 105. 9 minutes would be... 5 would be 16, wouldn't it? Would it? Death after additional 9 minutes would be 16. And staying at 17. Okay, so it could be that. Could be the poison. So we see the pink thing and that. Pink. Unless it was inside the apple, but... Huh. Okay, unless the pink, this chemical was put into the apple. In which case, oh shit, now I have to recalculate then. Ah, fuck, this one I almost feel like I need to note down numbers. Alright. Okay, so 16 potentially. Well, let's go add up other things. Let's just say, what if it was in the apple, right? Alright, we'll get back to the apple shortly. So, okay, 105 he enters the pub, 107 he leaves the pub. Now here's the thing, if he was shot, why would he keep walking though? I mean, we know he was shot, but... we know it would take 12... Okay, so maybe got shot here at 108, right? Alright. So let's take note of that. And he gets shot, let's say at... not one after, go back. Let's say he gets shot at 108, right? The problem though is... it's 12 minutes still. 108, 12, that would be 20. That does not add up. Unless he was spraying up from the poison, but yeah. We could say he got shot then, though. And now he just keeps walking. Like, meh. Why would he just keep walking? They took an apple. Okay. Follows. Follows his wife. Stumbles push. That's probably when maybe when the poison started kicking in though. They took a bite and discarded the apple. So if that's at 1012. Okay, so remember we have like 5 minutes though for anything to happen, which doesn't really work with any of this stuff. Now back hill, back to the dreadful climbs. Now back hill. Okay, so for example, the apple could have had the poison in it, in which case, a reminder, 2 minutes and another 9. The problem though is, there's not another 9 minutes before he reaches the location. So if that is inside the apple, it can't be the chemical 2. It also can't be chemical 1 at all because the time would add up. So now he's stumbling a little bit. He's rat movement. Alright. So 114. On my way. So, right. This happens about like, let's say around 116, 117. Right. Where was agenda? Right. Oh, I need to go crush someone again. My bad.
Girl who works at the pharmacy? Yeah, she slipped me an extra threepence. She had a special apple just for Mr. Ashton. I gave him that one when he come by. Mr. Ashton did look strange-like. Eyes all yellowish. And then he turned pale after he bit into the apple. Almost green, really.
But did they hit him with chemical 1 first? And then chemical 2? After the apple? Okay. Now here's the thing, say the wife stabs him at 1 to 11, right? So that's 6 minutes, right? But alright. So take note of this. Take note of what I have to actually talk. What he said. The concerned passerby. What about the puncture wound? What about the puncture wound? Why is that not listed? I go talk to him again. This one's confusing me. Yeah, what about the puncture
have been
wound?
stabbed with a perforating weapon, perhaps a spike of some kind. There would be bleeding and it would affect motor control right away, but death wouldn't come for another 6 minutes.
Okay. 6 minutes, right? So here's the thing. Six minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Well, that's chaotic. It might actually be the wife because, okay. We can assume that, you know, he took the blue chemical and then started feeling that way. But let's be fair, it didn't murder him, right? He could have potentially got shot there, but at the same time, he just kept walking, so that didn't murder him. Like, he takes the apple and gets affected by that. But yeah, he got stabbed by his wife right here. Takes a bite out of the apple. It's like he doesn't even care. And you know, See, this is
How do you do there, Miss Fry?
wavering a bit.
Terminus for you, my friend. Wonder what that's about. What was that?
So, okay. We know Eddie dropped the crate on him. The problem, though, is all the stuff adds up to basically, if we're going based on the actual time of his death, then it has to be you. Because the boat would have been 12 minutes, and 12 minutes does not add up, because, you know, it'd be basically one train by the time he got out. He would be dead from the boat route. Your thing adds up to probably the most, because it depends, though. Because even if it's 110 hill, 6 minutes from this would be about where he's at. From right here, that would be 117. So yeah, I think it has to be you.
I'll be the toast of the town.
A very unpleasant fellow. But what was that business about a knighthood ceremony?
Up
to the cake with you. In any case, Mr. Raymond will have a story for Purlock Publishing.
Yeah, because that's the only one, yeah. Everyone else makes, you know, a whole bunch of sense, but yeah, the motivated man line. The one way to skin a cat. Well, with business no John Ashman's mode no once but 5 times, so he was either his business driver, his employee, his wife, his mistress, and his pharmacist all made attempts on his life. Poison, shot, stabbed, and finally crushed. Actually, a very gruesome end indeed. That was interesting. I like that one. It's like, huh. I had to think. Boy, did I have to think on that one. I mean, like, it's always like...
Heads up, Chief.
Thanks.
Good work.
Because obviously... Obviously, Eddie dropped the bots on them, and yeah. The problem, though, is the times. Like, you could have dropped it right on the 117 part, but... It depends. Like, that... Stabbing, if it's at the 110, that would make him die right before that. But yeah. Numbers, everyone. Numbers. Numbers are a crime. Oh, shit. I thought we were almost done, everyone. No, we're going to fucking Buckingham Palace now. Oh. Oh, we're going straight there. There's a murder at the palace itself. This is gonna be the big one, isn't it? This is the one that's gonna make me have to think for over 50 minutes. Well, we're at 2 hours. Let's see how long this one takes. See. No, I'm just trying to get outside the palace. You assholes. Stop looking at me from across there. I'm not involved. Go away. do. Guard can't even figure out how to go through the gate in the first place. We need that to stop. Like seriously. No longer near you. Drop. Jeez. Just trying to solve a murder investigation. So the professor murdered a power guard. Well, I've murdered like 20 of them, so... What's the time change? Let's see
There has
what
been a
we got.
murder at the palace, need
Oh,
you
I'm
to be
allowed
careful
in.
with this one. Anti-royalist pamphlets have been cropping up and tensions are high. The Queen is very nervous about security. This way.
Yeah, I'm allowed inside. Surprising. I've murdered a lot of these guards, so... Is this a knighting ceremony too?
This way.
Jesus, we're too bright in here.
Here we are. Good.
God save the Queen and all that. Okay, well, what we got here? Locked doors and all that. Around the palace guard, something in a contorted position, eyes and mouth wide open. The body shows no signs of violence. Huh. No signs of... Marked by deep gashes if someone attempts to break in.
I believe I should re-interrogate a suspect.
We have not even met any suspects. Oh.
Please, leave the room for a moment. No one is permitted to see me open the safe.
Oh, my bad. A press of face lying broken on the ground, signs of struggle. Sorry, I need to look at the clues first before I talk to you. When it's broken, the broken area is large enough to allow access to someone. Her Majesty's Private Secretary, Sir Henry Ponsbury. Dear Sir Henry, I'm trying to have right concerning a disturbing situation that has recently occurred. Yesterday, we informed that a young boy had been abducted, and we have rushed to bring this to your attention, and through you to the attention of Majesty as you think necessary, for before the portion may be to possibly attempt to disrupt the evening's infested summer at the palace. Please be assured, Sir Henry, that we're doing everything possible to locate the chart. One, Arthur Doyle. Ha. Ha. Yeah, one clue. What am I looking for, clue-wise? Oh, this. Last time pennies in the investiture to be held to see the Queen were knights so industrious who oppose child labor.
I wonder if someone could tell me more about this.
Anyway. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Majesty. I can't talk to Her Majesty. Oh well. Do 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 do. Wait for the Queen. The Queen has to do her thing.
You cannot imagine that someone was after the scepter. I must see it. I ordered the scepter with the dove to be brought from the tower for tonight's event. Thank heavens! It is untouched.
That knighthood ceremony. That was brought up, like, I think at least twice during some of my investigations. Wasn't it? Anyway. Your Majesty. What do you know about
Poor man.
The body?
I arrived to find him here, dead as you see him. He gave his life to defend my person.
Sounds more like he gave his life to defend your vault.
Only I know the combination. The vault contains the very precious scepter with the dove, which I've chosen to be used in tonight's knighthood ceremony.
So who went after that?
This evening, I will knight several industrialists that have worked to end the practice of child labor.
Have you noticed
All of London's luminaries are invited.
The industrious. I've noticed that several times. It's like some of this is all connected. Well, obviously we can't accuse the Queen. That would be dumb. That's like, no, you cannot accuse the Queen. That would be dumb. And yes, we could lockpick all these doors and stuff too if I really wanted to, since I'm allowed in here now. But anyway. Let's go to it. Well, nope, this doesn't help me get over though, does it? Okay, well I need to go... Where the fuck do I need to go? Artie's Yard. Artie's Yard. Well, where's the fuck is that? Seriously, all the way over there. And can I fast travel? No, you're on the quest. You're not allowed to fast travel. Well, piss. Well, at least I'm allowed free reign to go to Buckingham Palace without them being like, rawr. Okay, let's go here. Oh, I need carriage. No, I need carriage.
Faster!
Need carriage. I have to go all the way over here. So right now we have nothing really.
Come on!
Just a hey, this dude's dead. No signs of violence, just dead.
Move it!
And then I'll after potentially the scepter. My bad, totally my bad.
Come on! Move it! Faster! Come on!
I wear nothing very well. They entered C really in the crime, but House Guard is dead.
Come on! Faster!
There is that. And someone's been kidnapped, I think.
Faster! Come on! Come on!
Ordinary text. Nothing but the highest quality goods. Water and well, look for yourself. There must be some.
Oh yeah, right, Buckingham. Julie. Right, those two. They were involved in this. Oh, I get what we're doing. John's test, thank you for his clues and already throughout the mystery that have been solved and the resulting penny dreadfuls. Sky messages unfinished. Leading to Raymond.
Well now, I didn't ask about this.
Oh, is Raymond behind it? She apparently blanked notepaper. Interesting.
Artie's been all in a state. Think there's some sort of master criminal on the loose. Then this morning, he's gone.
Interesting.
Come to think of it, he had been going on about the Queen and all for the last day or two. Seemed to think she was in some sort of trouble.
Interesting.
He said he was onto something. Said everything added in clues. I did see Artie's friend, Mr. Raymond. He'd just come from Purlock Publishing with his new Penny Dreadful. Seemed very excited about it. I never liked him much. You know, when he thought something was important,
He'd write it up in invisible ink. Lemon juice like. He'd use smoke to read it. If you have a way to make smoke, you can see what it says.
That is clever as shit. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Follow the approaching header it's open follow the clues. Well, I think you just told me who the murderer might be. Well, no. But did he actually murder? That's the thing. He might be involved in it, but did he actually do so? That is the question. Because we're investigating a murder mystery, whether or not he actually, did such is another question entirely. Anyway, let's go put 2 and 9 together. Well, nothing on the ground floor. Energy managed to claim Prescott munitions. Right, from that crime. Oh, no. Could he have been studying the crimes? To figure out how to do things? How making it seem obvious? Applying Buckingham powers. Well, that's a bit damning evidence now, if I'd say so. That's how I got a for a penny driver. I spoke to the powers for some description test. Attack the heart of Britain. Buckingham Palace Flames. Where the Queen escaped. The book is written by Henry Raymond. So he's already writing his book before he's even... So I obviously knew this in advance. Down with the monarchy and into the stuff. Oh.
An explosion at Buckingham Palace. I must warn them.
Oh. So, you tell me he's part of the... Oh. Hey, I need that. Hey, buddy. Important. Official business. Well, this one seems like, well, we already know the person behind it doing it probably. It's just, we have a whole bunch of other stuff to do before we can find him. And figure out where he is before we can make an accusation.
Move it!
So this one's less difficult and more just story. Doesn't explain why. Okay, maybe try to steal the scepter first, then blow up bags.
Faster!
But this seems dumb. Just to say, someone as smart as he is, ready to investigate all these murders. This seems dumb. That we can't just round through the gate. Fence.
Doesn't have to be.
You know, it'd be nice if you open this thing for me. Oh well. I have my own way in. The problem though is I talked to a Powers guardsman. That's like probably at least a few hundred.
There's at least 100 people here for the knighthood ceremony. The Queen will use the scepter with the dove for the knighthood.
Starts at 1 o'clock. Oh god, we gotta hurry.
stand that fellow.
Everyone must leave!
Most extraordinary.
Everyone leave, please!
Most extraordinary.
Run faster.
Everyone must leave!
Whatever is happening?
Where's the Queen? The Queen. Ah.
Everyone must leave!
Miss Fry, I grant you leave to order me to leave.
Oh God. Have I
Nothing
saved
is
them?
happening. No explosion. What is this? I've been tricked. Raymond. Why has he done this?
Oh God, reality's breaking. Wait, what?
You are more naive than you appear.
He is the king. He's broken my reality. Now I want to point out one thing I have enjoyed this entire time is we haven't had to leave the Animus. Thank God we haven't really done much of the story, but we haven't really had to leave the Animus. So anyway, let's put things together.
Look beyond the obvious, beyond surface appearances.
If we get everyone to evacuate, he could go in undetected to get to the scepter. Oh yeah, Douglas. This was the recent one.
Nothing but a showman. So many people makes everything more dramatic.
Right, true. That is true. Oh, we're going this way now. There we ammunition crates. Oh, now we're going over here. We're putting piece after piece together. Remember how there was those crates? Which one is telling the truth? Criminal mastermind, diversion? Which one want to save lives? Destroy the powers, terrorist? So it's all just a diversion.
Seems to me you've created the perfect diversion, haven't you? Quite right.
A criminal mastermind behind everything. But why? I'll get what I want. Trained by a left-handed man. We were just at that one.
I brought him his invitation to the knighthood ceremony. The one with the special scepter.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we get. The scepter, we get. But why? Is the scepter a piece of Eden or some dumb shit? Right. The one about the coming summer and the crew uses storage scepter. Okay, we get the scepter. We get the scepter.
Never trust a man who tells you what you want to hear. He's after something.
Yeah, okay. What's gonna do with the Queen? No. Care the Queen? No. Stow the scepter with the dove, master thief, yes.
A man like me can take anything he wants. Even the Queen's most beloved item of all her crown jewels. The priceless and symbolic scepter with the dove.
Okay, yeah, we're good. Where's my accuse?
The scepter with the dove taken with your help. What could better display my genius?
Seriously, that's where you're going with this? But that's dumb. Oh well, keep doing it.
No one questions you when you wear a uniform.
Oh. He's disguised as a palace fucking guard. It's like, why am I looking at the spider?
I suspect the solution will turn on geometry.
Okay, fine, geometry. Nope, I'm pretty sure he was observing.
I simply watched the Queen open the safe when you arrived.
That much makes... That sounds about right, but... Yeah.
Quite right. The dead guard was I. The spider venom allowed me to fake my death. I had a perfect view from where I lay.
I didn't even put that together.
I have stolen the Queen's most prized possession.
Shaved and everything.
The scepter with the dove. Think of it. I have outfoxed you, the most cunning detective in Britain. I mocked you by leaving clues for you at every turning point. Now I have the scepter. Proof positive
so
of my superiority.
Clues it everywhere to... Wow, this ass so ill. Clever. He's just been leaving clues here to piss me off.
Wake up! It's Raymond. He's taken Artie hostage. They're on the roof.
Why are they on the roof?
Jacob's here to help you, Evie.
Good. You want help? I know I'm working on it.
Nice, but you've come up short, Miss Fry. Do not threaten me or come any nearer. This lad's very life depends upon it.
Evie!
You have done well. Indeed, far better than I expected.
Why would you do this, you?
Keep him busy, Evie. It won't be long now.
Oh. Are we doing this whole thing where we keep him distracted while we team up from behind? You sure you won't be expecting that?
What now, Raymond? You find yourself at a roof with nowhere to go.
Happily, I'm something of a genius. And as long as Artie is with me, I have the whip hand.
Hey, by the way, wee! Hours is definitely a thing.
I suppose this means our detective days are over. But what about you, Artie?
I'm glad I survived Mr. Raymond's insanity, but sadly he won't be here anymore to write more books.
A great loss, I'm sure.
I'm quite serious.
I mean, there's
Mr.
always Charles
Me and my friends
Dickens.
waited every week to read the next number and find out what happened next.
Why don't you write some yourself?
The
Well, there
fellow
you
would
go.
have to be very clever indeed.
Sounds like you'd be in your element, my dear.
The gruesome Whitechapel murders by Artie.
I should think I would use my full name. By Artie Conan Doyle. I'd use
There
Arthur.
you go.
Sounds more of a serious fellow.
Well, that was a thing. Wow, I like that one. Just hey, by the way, he's been behind it all this time. So I had the Dove Cane sword. I mean, I'm almost tempted to do this. The thing is, I mean, I still think I prefer my dragon. Not gonna lie. I like the idea of it with the cane sword. But yeah, still like my dragon better. But you know what? Fuck it. Because I can always just go, you know, super gold, whoa, super gold. So I get a certain assassin gauntlet, don't I? Actually, if I'm, it's like, nah. And I need a cape, a certain cape, I believe, yeah. Yeah. Anyway. That was a bit exciting, I'm sure. So, besides Charles Dickens stuff that I can't do right now, I think next time we go and... Huh. I'm not sure which one. I think that requires what's-his-face. Jacob to do that one. But we'd like to investigate this bee. No, this bee. But yeah, that's for next time. I'm surprised the Queen would let me keep the scepter of the dove. Well, no, this is not the scepter of the dove. It's the scepter of the dove cane sword. There's a difference. But anyway. That was fun. So anyway, next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice day. We'll actually go back to the story, finally. We're only like, how many videos in? Let's see, how many videos are we in? 12? So yeah. Next time, more story, finally. Woo.